guys, it's Emily. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in today. We are doing a get ready with me. I had some things to talk about and I just wanted to film today, and that's what we are doing. If you hear like wind blowing, it is like crazy windy outside today, so just ignore that. But we are gonna do a get ready with me, and I have a couple new products that I have in my collection that I'll talk about. So about a week ago, I was doing a webinar, and I was doing it on how to learn how to do voiceovers. And I did it for my YouTube channel because I have a lot of free time right now. I'm not working since we've moved here. And so I have a lot of free time, and I've kind of just been learning. I've always been someone who likes to learn and just improve. And so I saw this webinar on how to do voiceovers. And I did it because I wanted to improve my channel. I want the quality of my channel to improve. So instead of me stopping every time I'm doing something, I'm just going to put it on the screen here. But hey, how you doing? I signed up for this webinar, and throughout the webinar you are learning about how to do audiobooks, because that's kind of what the whole premise was you want to learn how to do audiobooks. But honestly, I was there to learn about a couple of the programs they were using. And so I signed up, and it was teaching you how to do the audio samples and how to do the auditions. And the website they were referring to was for a company that does the audio recording for Audible. And so if you get one of the audiobooks from that company to narrate, then your audiobook is sold on Audible, Amazon, and iTunes. So, I mean, it's a pretty big platform. So I was like, you know what? I have nothing to lose. I already have most of the equipment to at least do some of the audio samples and to do some of the auditions. I'm like, what can I lose? I'm gonna just try it, you know. I always feel like I'm someone who, you might as well just try it. Like, what's the harm? I think that's what this thing is better an oops than a what if, because it's like, what if I didn't do it? What if something came of it, you know? So I really had no intention of anything coming of it. I kind of just did the auditions to just see. I mean, what was the harm? I was already doing this course and learning how to do it. So I did a total of 10 auditions, and it's not like I had crazy expensive equipment. I do have a microphone that I use for voiceovers anyways on here. Since then, I did invest in a little bit more equipment because it seems to be a bigger thing than what I was expecting. So I did 10 auditions. I feel like the story's going to be very rambly. I apologize. But I did 10 auditions, and the first couple, I didn't get anything. Like, they gave me the very standard auto reply that was like, sorry, you have not been chosen. You know, sometimes it doesn't really tell you why. I know sometimes it can just be like they chose someone else. There's been some cases where they decided not to pursue the audiobook. And so that's what I was kind of expecting, you know. I went into this not expecting to get any hits, but you know, why not? So then the following day, after doing these auditions, the following day I got a contact from an author, and she wants me to be part of a audiobook that is a 2-part narrator. So there's 2 people doing the book for her, and I am going to be one of them. So that's like next month. But then she also wanted me to do a future book of hers, a future publication that she is releasing in a couple months. And that would be, again, in a couple months. So I was like, ooh, sweet, like, there's someone who's interested in me. And we, like, exchanged contact info, and we are going along with that. I have tons of sleepers in my eyes. Holy smokes. So I was like, oh my gosh, yay, it's working. Like, I actually got something that I will be producing. So the following day, I ended up getting another offer. This was an official offer, like through the website. They gave me an official offer from another author. Figure like offer and author, it's really hard to talk about. Okay. And so it was to be the narrator for his book, and I was like, oh my gosh, I got an audiobook offer. This is awesome. And I actually posted it on Instagram because I was so excited because, I mean, I wasn't expecting anything to come of these auditions, to tell you the truth. And so already I had 2 authors that were interested in me. And I was like, oh my goodness, like, I'm gonna be doing this for real. Like, someone is going to be listening to my audiobook. So the next day, I was on the phone with my mom. We were doing a video chat. She lives in Maine and I live here in Mississippi. She was asking when the book was going to be released on Audible. And so I was like, oh, let me check. And so I go on the website to see what the publication... So I went and checked to see what the date was, and I had another email with another offer from a different author. And so I was like, oh my gosh, Mom, you have no idea what just happened. Like, I just refreshed the page and there's another offer. And she was like, what? And so then I had another official offer. And so now I am a audiobook narrator for officially 4 books. Like, isn't that insane? It went from not really caring to, oh my gosh, like, this is for real. I'm actually doing this, and I could not be more excited. Now, I am someone who's always loved to read, and I just think this is like the perfect job. And so I did end up setting up a home recording studio, which is really exciting. And I didn't put, again, a ton of money into this. I just thought, like, you know what, since I am doing this for money, I should do my best. You know, I'm always someone who should do my best. So I'm so excited. So for my channel, I don't see any big differences, but I might have to cut down the amount of videos that I'm doing, as in the past few weeks I've been doing a ton of videos, mostly because I had the time. You know, I'm not working and I'm someone who has to stay busy. So I am using my finger, by the way. So I like to just have something on my plate. It feels like I am actually working, even though I'm not making money with YouTube. It's still something fun. It's a fun hobby. And so I was doing a ton of videos. Like, I was doing, what, 5 or 6 videos for the past few weeks. Again, mostly because I had the time, and I pre-record, and if I'm in the mood, I'll pre-record a few videos at a time, and then I'll edit them. And I hate having videos sit there in like a queue, because I know I'm going to forget about them, or in a few months I'm going to be like, well, that was a waste of time because I never posted the video. It's kind of irrelevant, you know? So I will probably stick to my 3 videos a week. And if I miss a day every now and again, we'll see. We'll just see how this plays out, because this is a very different situation for me. I wasn't expecting to really work from home. I'm excited that I am, because once we are done with Mississippi, I wanted to have a backup plan. My original backup plan was to do photography, which I still enjoy and I have been doing the course for, and I really have been loving it. I've really been loving it. But if I can do something and having that be a hobby, like, that would be really cool too. So yeah, so that's been the biggest change for me in the past week. It's been a week and I already have 4 audiobooks, which is awesome. I haven't put in any more auditions because I feel like right now I have a lot of work to do. So I am just really, really excited. Like, that is just cool. You don't really hear about this being a hobby. You don't really hear about this being an actual career, but people make money. People make a living doing this, and I am so stoked. So I've always been the type of person that, I'm not super religious, but I've always believed that things happen for a reason. And I really am even more true to that statement now that we are here in Mississippi, because I just feel like everything is falling into place and things are just happening. So my sister was here last week. It was last week? Yeah, it was last week. My sister was here, and she was here for unfortunate reasons. Her mother-in-law, out of all places, lives 2 miles away from our home here in Mississippi. And you don't think of Biloxi, Mississippi as like really a happening place, you know? And so to be just a couple miles away from someone that we know, it was just really kind of just a twist of fate, you know? So my sister was here for unfortunate reasons. Her mother-in-law is not doing well. She has a terminal illness, and so she was in the hospital. And so my sister and her fiance, and they're not married yet, but they're getting married in August. They were here to help with his mother. And they stayed with us for a week, which is awesome. Like, I love seeing them. Again, unfortunate circumstances, but we made the most of it. And so that was almost like a, wow, like, we would have, like, this is such a random thing for us to come to Mississippi. We only had a couple weeks to decide, you know. And so to be in a situation where I can help my sister out and she's dealing through something and I can be there for her, you know, I really felt like it was, like, things were in the works for us to come here. And then to find out that now that I'm not working because we moved here, and my whole new career type deal, like starting audiobooks, like, I really do feel like things happen for a reason. It's like in me right now. Does anyone else believe that? Like, I really do feel like this whole trip has really been a eye-opener. I don't know. It just has really been taking me by surprise of how many things have kind of fallen into place since coming here. And I just want to express that. So also, speaking of us being here, we really miss traveling. We are people who normally have a couple different vacations going on at a time or in the works at a time, so us not having anything planned has really been just not frustrating, but it's been a different situation for us. We have to just wait, you know. We are in the waiting game. We don't know what's going to be happening in the next few years. We don't know how long we are going to stay here. I'm very washed out, by the way. So this has been a different thing for us because we've always, again, had something in the works. So we are going away this weekend. My husband, by the way, we moved here for my husband's work, and he can't take any time off while he's here. And he has been working a ton. And he also, side note, might be taking a short trip to, well, not short, but it's going to be like a month-long trip to Hawaii, possibly. That's not official yet, but he possibly might be going to Hawaii for about a month. So that might be happening in just a little bit. We don't officially know, but it kind of gives you an idea of, like, we never know what's happening with our lives and such. So he might be going away, but we wanted to kind of just go somewhere, you know, take a weekend trip. I found a website online that gave me, like, top 25 places to visit in Mississippi. I mean, you don't think of Mississippi as, like, a vacation destination, you know. You really don't think of this whole little region. You might think of, like, New Orleans or, you know, maybe Nashville, but this whole region of the US you don't really see as the place to go for spring break, you know. And so I saw this website that was like 25 best destinations to go to Mississippi, and it was all really cute places, like very quaint boutique hotels. And we've always been kind of Marriott people. We're very, like, the structured, like, we follow where our little royalty points are, you know. We don't really venture out of that world. So there's all these little cute boutique hotels, things that you don't normally see in, like, California. It's very, like, small inns and bed and breakfasts, and I couldn't believe how many there were. And I was like, we should do a couple of these, because there's 4, like, main places. There was Jackson, Biloxi, which we're already in, and then, oh, I don't remember the other 2, Columbus, and then there was something else, something that began with N. So I was like, babe, do you want to do something this weekend? This was just like 2 days ago. He's like, what do you have in mind? And I was like, I feel like you need to get away. You know, he's been working so much. In the next couple months, he's going to be kind of swamped, and we don't know if he's going to have much time off. So I was like, let's take the weekend away and go somewhere. I want to do one of these little cute boutique hotels, like something really cute. So we went through the list, and we decided to go to Jackson. So we're going to Jackson on Friday afternoon. I'm really excited. We haven't really explored much with coming here. Like, we've gone around Biloxi, but as far as like exploring the different areas, I'm really excited. I really don't know much we're going to do there. We're kind of just going there to get away and kind of explore a little bit, but the inn that we are going to, I'll leave it down below, but the inn that we are going to is just a really old building and really cute, and we booked one of the suites. I'm very excited. I'll show some pictures on Instagram. I don't know if I'm actually going to film it, just because, I mean, this is just a nice little weekend away, kind of to just get away from everything. Not like I have much on my plate for stuff, you know, not like I'm really working, like I'm doing the book stuff, but it's not super stressful right now. But it's more for him, like to see him, and we haven't really had much time together, even though, I don't know, does this make sense? Anyways, so we're just excited. So our plan is to not have plans. The place is right in it. So there's so many museums like right on the same block, and kind of some of the main places to visit are right in the same area. So I'm really excited. We don't really know what we're gonna do, but we're gonna just explore, and it's just gonna be really cool. And Jackson, I believe, is like a 3-hour trip from here, or like 2.5 hours away from here. So I just am excited to see something different, even though we can't really travel much. But anyways, if we go to Hawaii, or he goes to Hawaii for a month, I might go and visit. But again, that's still up in the works. We don't know what's happening. It's hard for me to kind of give you guys insight of what it's like, because we never know what's going to happen. You know, our California residents living in Mississippi, we only had a couple weeks to move, and then we don't know how long we're going to be here, and then he might be going to Hawaii for a month, and then afterwards we might stay here even longer, and then whenever we're done with Mississippi, we don't know where we're going to go. We're going to have to go back to California because that's where our stuff is, but there's a good chance that we'll go somewhere else, whether that's going to Washington, Hawaii. There is still a huge possibility we might be going to Japan for a couple years, so it's just always up in the air. And part of me loves it because I've always been one who's just like, let's just experience life. You know, you only live once. We don't have kids. This is the time to do it. And so that's just where I'm at. But it is kind of frustrating to not have a plan. I do like having plans, but you know, things happen for a reason. And I really feel like this trip here, coming to Mississippi, really has been a really good thing for us. And not to mention, we've both been losing weight. I mean, Dave has lost 20 pounds so far since coming here. We're both healthy. We are really just having a good time, and that's, I guess, all I have to say about that situation. By the way, my shirt is from Stitch Fix. This shirt I love. So I'm still getting Stitch Fix, by the way. I haven't filmed any more videos because I don't know, I always feel like whenever you see Stitch Fix videos, you feel like they're sponsored, even though mine wasn't, but it almost feels like I used my link because Stitch Fix is awesome, you know, and I'm not like that. Like, I like showing you what I get, but I don't want to be pushy on whether or not you should get the subscription. Like, that's on you. But I do enjoy it. I've gotten one thing from each of the boxes that I've gotten. So I have had it for now 3 months, but I've gotten it like every 2 weeks. I have it on the bi-weekly bit, and I've gotten something from each box, because if not, then you just like lose out on your money. And I was like, you know, I need clothes. And I will say, the stuff that I've gotten from Stitch Fix have been my favorite pieces. Like, no joke, they have really been just really nice quality. Like, I've washed and re-washed like the jeans and the pants and the shirt, and they all still look brand new. Like, the quality is definitely there, even though they're pricier pieces. I mean, they have been worth it, because there's been some tops that I've bought at the same time, and they've shrunk or gotten funny in the wash, you know, and I've worn them the exact same time. So even though they are pricey, I really have been, like, they are staple pieces of my collection, especially the jeans. The jeans fit fabulously right now, especially when I had lost a few pounds. They're extremely comfortable. By the way, if you are wondering about my keto update, I will be doing my month-long update, but my issue currently is that I had to redo my phone. I had to reformat it because it just It just wasn't working right, and so I had to reformat it, and unfortunately I lost the before pictures, which kind of sucks, but I still have our measurements and everything. But I am kind of, we are doing great so far with the keto thing. We have had cheat days, but part of us is like, you know what, we're still doing well, and we're still making great decisions, and so we're not kind of beating ourselves up about the whole situation, because we're just excited that we are seeing results. So this was the first year that I've been able to partake in the 21 Days of Beauty from Ulta. And I never done it before because I used to work at Sephora, as you guys know, blah, blah, blah. I'm a broken record. So I was really excited about it. I didn't get the flyer because I think my flyer actually went to our mailbox in California. I think that's the official address that is on Ulta's website. But I ended up making a huge list when I saw I feel like I did pretty well because I ended up making a list and I had the dates, and I was really, really careful about the stuff that I had on my list. Like, are there things that I would actually finish up? You know, because you can get 2 of each item. Like, is it something that I would use up and need another? Or is it something that I'm just spending money to spend money because it's on sale? You know, I really wanted to be very cautious of the things that I purchased. And I don't know if I'm going to do a haul about it because I feel like you're going to see them all in future videos anyways. But the most exciting things that I got was the primer. I used it in this video, but ooh. The most exciting things that I got was the Becca First Light Primer. It's the one that's hydrating, so I got that, which I have been loving, by the way. And then I also got the Smashbox Primerizer. I got the Stila liner. Like, things that are staples almost. Like, I know I'm going to need liner soon, so I thought I would get a liner. I know I'm going to be needing a brow product soon, so I got the Anastasia Brow Wiz. This lash stuff just totally good on my face. Or mascara. So I'm really excited about a lot of the purchases that I made. I really don't think I got anything that was just be like, ooh, it's on sale, you know? Like, I didn't get like a crazy color blush or anything. A lot of the stuff was like things that I normally use up. Like, I use up primers, I use up brow pencils and such. Speaking of brow pencils, I'm going to do my brows, and I'm hoping it lasts me while doing my brows. Because you know, with brow pencils, they work until they're done. You know, there's no like surprise, but I have a feeling this is like almost done. So this is my micro brow pencil. This is my favorite, but I did order the Anastasia one because I'm like, you know what, it ends up being the same price with the sale. And I know these I go through every couple months, so I thought, why not try the higher end version? But I got 2 because I feel like if I got 2, then I would probably use them up, and then during the next sale, if they're available again, maybe I could get more, you know? So I'm only planning on purchasing the Anastasia ones if there is some sale or deal or something, you know? But I have really been Ulta obsessed recently, especially with the 21 Days of Beauty. It's almost like, oh, look it, this is the last bit, I just had enough. There's like a tiny little nubbin, and oh my gosh, that was a Friends. Okay. But I don't know if I'll do an actual haul video because it's not like you're going to be able to get the sales after I've already purchased them, you know. But I am excited. I feel like I did very well at controlling myself. I was really very cautious of the stuff that I purchased. I think total I may have spent like $100, you know, but I got a lot of stuff and there was some really good deals. I also got the Buxom lip glosses. I got 2 of them. Actually, I got 3 of them. One I want to put into a future giveaway. And I am surprised how much I love them. My Sephora did not carry Buxom, so oh my gosh, the shine is just awesome. I feel like Dave likes it too because it's minty. So he doesn't wear it, but when he kisses me, he's like, ooh, it's minty. So he likes that. Anyways, this is the finished look. Can you see my eyes? It's really pretty. I have been liking this palette. I do say the wear time isn't crazy long. It's going to last me 6 to 8 hours, but it's not like a full day eyeshadow that's going to last for ages. But for 12 bucks, I've really been loving it. This eyeshadow look is really cool because it has like the purple and the orange. Do you see that? That is it for this video. If you stuck around this long, then you are amazing. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it was very rambly, but I kind of just wanted to I know it's kind of rambly, but I kind of just wanted to sit and film and tell you guys what's happening because there have been some adjustments in my life, and so that's all I have. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.